So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Men's Volleyball Ireland Association Cup Final for 2022-23 between LINGUS and UCD. I'm delighted to be joined here this evening by completely unbiased commentator.
Completely unbiased.
UCD's Regina Halpin. Regina, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And yes, thank you for declaring my biases from the start. I shall endeavour to be completely fair. The only people I shall bias in this game are the setters, because as a setter myself, and these are two really, really good setters, that's where my biases will lie. I'll just try to keep it there, but otherwise I think we've got a really, really exciting game for us this evening. UCD versus LINGUS. Currently, both of them top of the league. UCD in first place, just by 2 points, with their LINGUS in second place. They've both won 10 games, lost 2 games. They have played each other twice, and they have won a piece in those games in the league. Both teams have lost to GVC Bravo as well, but in their games against each other, the first game off, Aer Lingus came out the better, winning 3-2. But in their most recent meeting, where UCD were at home, it was a thrilling match. It was 3-1, but the most exciting set was the second set, where UCD won after 40 points to 38. An absolute marathon. I refed it. It was awful. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Wouldn't mind a bit of that today, but yes, hopefully we will have a great competitive match that goes right down to the end between these two teams.
So the UCD starting six just coming onto court now.
We have
number 8, Alicia Bakakia. Number 6,
Aman Makar.
The setter that you were referencing.
Yeah.
Number 2, Sam Edron. Number 5,
Jackson Barrett.
Number 17, Evgeny Menchikov. And we've missed somebody, number 6.
Number 17 is Simeon, and number 7 is Evgeny Menchikov.
So from LINGUS, we have number 5, Martin Sherlek. Number 4, Radu Vescu. Number 6, Christoph Michalak. Number 13, Felipe Paulino. And number 8, the setter, Lubor Hollander. And number 18, Alex Mola. With their starting libero, number 17, Giovanni Onsalvo. Your first referee is Val Brigans' Dave Dalton. And your second referee from Net Force in Core is Maria Jimenez.
So you can see UCD captain there, Guillaume Johnny, on crutches, won't be featuring today, so they will miss him, but I suppose both teams have a good bench, and probably will have to call on them throughout the game today. Have you got a favourite, Gary? Are you going to call it?
Yeah, I'm going to call 5 sets. I'm going to call 5 sets of me getting home about 1 o'clock in the morning, which is fantastic, and I'd love that. If we have games as good as we had this morning and then yesterday, I mean, it's worth it, because the quality of volleyball has been fantastic. It's been a real showcase for the sport this weekend down here in Kilkenny, as UCD are about to get us underway.
So setter Aman Rakar up to serve first for UCD. Aggressive serve, out the sideline. Maybe not the best way to start the set, but trying to push to that position 1. Aer Lingus have a backcourt setter at the moment, maybe just trying to put a bit of pressure on their passer, and therefore on the setter. Marcin Szklarlik up to serve. Lovely pass there from Alessio. And a back set there to Evgeny Menchikov, using the block. Evgeny Menchikov up to serve.
Top beach player. Beach player champion the last few years.
Beautiful one-handed set there from Lubor, but well defended by UCD. And that's Alessio Porcakia off the top of the block again. You watch number 8, Alessio. You can tell me if he's right-handed or left-handed. You can decide by the end of the game. He tends to use both of them, which is quite a nice skill to have. a good free ball pass in there, just maybe a little bit tight on the set. Number 17 there for UCD, Simeon, just struggling to get that ball over the net. Christoph Mekalov with the serve. Free ball back over. Back step there to Felipe Paulino. Stuff blocked.
Yeah, Sam Edram there with the block at the net, the monster block. Now be his turn to serve.
Very tight set there, but really well used by Lubar again. One-handed set. It almost gone back over the net. A little bit of touch off the block as well, but well used by Aer Lingus. Nice serve there by Felipe. Set maybe a little bit too low for Simeon there. Very well handled by Aer Lingus. Beautiful block.
Yeah, Aer Lingus looking to win their first men's cup since 2012-13 season.
And UCD since 2015.
Regina says that without even looking at the notes. Very impressive. They were, of course, the beaten finalists last time back in 2019. DVC Bravo edging them out in Aer Lingus' Ulster, incidentally.
Another miss served by UCD. Yeah, UCD don't have the greatest track history in cup finals. It's been DVC the last 2 times around, Tala before that, Ballymun before that. Aer Lingus won it back in 2013, as you said. A great chase down by a man there, and a good aggressive backward shot by Yevgeny. Great cover off the block by Giovanna Consalvo. Great communication there by Sam. Felipe Paulino's hit just going a bit long, but Sam just calling his player off there before he went to take that ball. Good communication there by UCD. Alessio Porcacchia up to serve. Another service error. That is 3 by my count for UCD. Maybe just finding their range this time, but need to cut that error count down as we go on. Radu Vescu up to serve for Aer Lingus. Standing top spin serve there. Very well dealt with there by Man Ricard. Tight ball in off the net, but Jackson Barrett right up there to take the quick ball, hitting it deep in the court. You see Aer Lingus just rushed in there to try and help the defence. Both Jackson and Aman getting All-Stars last year and their first time playing in the Premier League, and both students at UCD.
Fantastic set there from Lugo Hollander.
Beautiful defence by Felipe. Marcin Sklarek there, the good ball, putting the UCD defence just under a little bit of pressure. Well sold there by a man, looking as though he's going to go up and either tip it or try save it. Aer Lingus not quite ready for that ball to come straight back over in one. A little bit of confusion. That serve very well dealt with by Aer Lingus, and nice easy pass in, lovely step by Lubor, quite standard, and Marcin Sklarek putting it away. That is a great line shot there by Evgeny Meshchanov. Finding that line, his whole body selling the cross court, but just guiding it back down the line. Probably comes a little bit from all his experience on the beach. And Manukar finding that position 1 this time round. Great work there by Marcin Sklarek there. Set was probably a little high. He was coming in for something much quicker. You can see him chatting to setter Lubor there, saying maybe a little quicker, but a really good off shot, recognising that Jackson Barrett is probably very tall and doesn't probably like to get down that low.
There's a little bit of pressure on Martin today. Perhaps that showed then with his fiancée Paula winning the medal this morning in the Women's Shield competition. So it'll be an interesting household this evening. One winner, one runner-up. We know who'll be getting the bragging rights.
Is Jenny going to the opposite side of the court? Felipe looking for the line there, just not finding it. You notice UCD not playing with the libero at the moment. Their coach, Gemma Marcatella, has the libero jersey on, but he obviously has faith in his team to put up the defense without him. Not that time though.
Yeah, a giant leap there from Felipe Paulino. Tremendous hang time in the air. Getting high well over the net. So power down, earn the point for his team, bring it back to a 1-point game.
Christophe Michalak to serve. Great pass off a tough serve there. Another line shot. LINGUS will love that. Simeon they had already lined up their block. The blockers were both there waiting. They didn't have to transition. He went for the power shot.
Yeah, it's got the crowd, the LINGUS supporters walking up a little bit there. That monster block.
Great pass by Alessio. And that's another block for Felipe. That is 2 stop blocks in a row for LINGUS.
And the edge in front.
Nice pass there, Aisha Jenny. Alessio probably trying to avoid that block, or maybe looking for high hands with which to tool the block. Either way, found neither, and it's out. And a good timeout called by UCD coach Gemma Marcatella.
So 12-10 early on, Regina. What are your initial thoughts?
I think LINGUS is certainly showing up in that block. I think if the UCD want to overcome that, they may going to have to, I suppose, diversify their attack a little bit, and that will come from a good pass in, where they can run a few different options and run them quickly. And that will be the way they'll have to beat this very domineering LINGUS block. Poor pass there by Jackson Barrett, overshoot. Felipe Paulino again, tooling that block.
Yeah, they worked out well there to isolate Alicio on the far side as we look at it. And Felipe finished the job.
He's been a key player for them at the moment. I think if LINGUS are in trouble, he'll be the person they're going to them, certainly since had. And Jan Maria is on the court. A great pass. And there we go. Good change there by Coach Jama. He's like, let me come on here, let me settle this pass. And there we go, side out. Also bringing a little bit of energy, a bit of positivity. Jama has 5 All-Stars to his name for a defensive specialist. So absolutely no problem to stepping up in those pressure situations, and plenty of experience to boot. Good block, touch at the top. And there we go. Unlucky. That was a great transition of play there. Lovely pass in. Jackson Barrett just unlucky to not find the court on that very quick attack. He will be a dangerous player for UCD if they can get him in the game, but that will only come with a good pass. There we go. Changing it up there, running a slightly quicker ball, further away from the setter, just to pull away from the blocker, and we know already how domineering that LINGUS block is, so great decision by Amanda and Jackson to run that option. Good serve there, but well Great defense as well, but beautiful hit by Felipe. Easy defense there for Lingus. Great diversity then again shown by Aer Lingus. Great big power hit there from position 1 by Felipe. Great defense. Everybody on their heels just for that tip shot. It was a great time to pull it out of the pocket.
Yeah, lots of them picking that point there. That's a great play.
Set just a little too low there for Jackson Barrett. Not able to get that above the height of the net. The block is there though. 16-12. UCD will want to have to tidy this up if they want to get back in this game. Aer Lingus looking very comfortable at the moment. Good option by a man there, trying to push the long option. You could see the blockers were stacking off onto the wing. He played the options there, but Simeon maybe just not connecting as you'd like. 17-12. Aer Lingus need to put the foot down and put this set away. Not relent. Can't let UCD back in the game.
Yeah, it's the first time there's been any kind of daylight really between the two teams. 5-point stretch.
Great work.
Stretches very high there to reach the ball and get it down on the other side. UCD look to climb back into this first set.
I think that could be that setting choice again. Choosing a set that's a little bit further away but just as quick from the setter. Very difficult to block. Might give him more options against such a strong blocking team in Aer Lingus. It's a poor service error by Alessio. UCD need a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, frustrating I suppose when you have that momentum shift against you and then you win the point, you get the serve back and then straight out.
We have a substitution here. Radio Vesco coming off. Aurelian Jimenez coming on to serve. We've seen this substitution happen a few times where Aurelian comes on to serve for them. Maybe serve and defend in the opposite position. Maybe not. Always hard to come on as a substitute and come in to serve, you know. You should be warm in the box, you should be ready to go, but definitely hard to come on to that pressure situation.
Yeah, interesting that he's not playing Libero, All-Star last year in that position, so a bit of a change up.
Yeah.
This season for Aer Lingus.
Great serve there by Jackson. The Libero just not quite handling it. Uncharacteristic at the moment. Aer Lingus has been passing very, very well. Better pass there from Aer Lingus. And a great block. Sam and a man there denying Martin Schlarek the hit. Nice steady serving here by Jackson Barrett. This is what UCD needs, just to build a little bit of momentum. We were 17-12 down now. It's 18-16, so the set is certainly not over. Great chase by UCD. Lubor finding Felipe again, even though he's in the backcourt. You see there, it was a great option and decision by Lubor using Felipe in the backcourt. He is certainly the on-fire player for Lingus at the moment. It seems like UCD have woken up a little bit more now in defence.
Yeah, not surprised to see head coach of Aer Lingus, Peter Pichek, calling a timeout there, try and stem this floor. Jackson Barrett on serve looks a very relaxed server.
Yes, very relaxed. Maybe not your big power top spin serve, but right now UCD, they need consistency. Yeah, you want to put that pass under pressure because we know that Lubor, setter for Aer Lingus, can put it wherever he wants. Wonderful setter, but wouldn't mind it being a little bit more aggressive. But right now I'll settle for consistency. Speaking very unbiasedly, of course. Front court setters on both sides here.
Well, they might be relaxed, but it's effective from Jackson Barrett. Good serve.
Transition there. Great defence there, and a lovely set by Sam. Off the top of the hands there by Evgeny. Net touch called against UCD. Really unlucky. Some really good defence there. Jama making the switch there to come into the back row and defend. Felipe Paulino moves into the front row. UCD will be watching him closely. He's been the most effective for Aer Lingus so far. Great pass by Alessio. And Sam! Great set. All started with the pass, but a beautiful finish there by Sam Edram.
Another All-Star on the court, current All-Star.
It's a great block. UCD seem to have found their timing now in the block.
That brings the game to 19 apiece, as we expected. Nothing between the two teams.
And Aman trying to find that position one. And denied. Sam Edram delighted with that. We haven't seen much from Krzysztof Michalak. Hasn't been set that much. The pass has been there for Aer Lingus, but I think Lubor has been choosing his hot player, which has been Felipe, but trying to mix it up now with the block from UCD becoming more effective. There's a poor error there by Marty Skolarik. He has one blocker up, just Evgeny. Sam had cheated towards Felipe here on the wing, so he essentially had an open net and didn't even challenge hitting the ball into the net. He'll be disappointed with that.
The net was on a plate from Lubor Hollander as well, following a lovely set.
Yeah, and he's been substituted off there. Coming on now is Enk and Gold.
Yeah, coach. Peter Pijek not messing around there.
No, really not. It's just one error, but you know, it's key moments. 21-19. I mean, Aer Lingus were 17-12 up. That is quite a points shift. A really nice little speed shot there from Felipe. The block was on the way down and it just came off the block and out. Really, really clever by Felipe to get his team back in this game. 3 hitters front court for both sides. A bit of a late call there by the team. Really nice overhand defense. A little bit of chat here. UCD arguing that they invaded the net before the ball had crossed the plane of the net, and that was the setter's ball to play. So essentially that ball is travelling towards the net. If it hasn't crossed the plane of the net, Aer Lingus have no right to touch that ball. A man feels that that's what has happened, but no, Dave Dalton leaves the ball across the plane of the net, and it was fair game. Evgeny responding in kind there, but great defense by Felipe. Oh. You just see there the set really wide, going for that cross court shot. UCD rightly taking a step off the net, but when it clipped the net, not quite ready to pick that up.
Jamar calling a timeout there as Aer Lingus edge back in front. Kind of a topsy-turvy last 10 points or so.
Yeah.
Aer Lingus cruising, UCD right back into it. Aer Lingus creeping back into the lead.
Yeah, and I suppose it's been a few errors from Aer Lingus' side, but they seem to have tidied things up now. I think again you have Felipe back in the front row, which is a really, really good option for them. They'll be happy with the rotation they're in. 22-21. This will be the third serve for Enkang Bold. Great take by Jama. Setting back to Yevgeny. Great defense by the libero from Aer Lingus. Sending the free ball to Aman, but what a great point. Oh, there's so many lovely things there. Giovanni Consalvo, what a wonderful up of that tip from Yevgeny. Sending the free ball back to UCD setter. Aman passing that beauty in the middle of the court. Jama well able to set that up. And I'd say Yevgeny getting that ball in by the skin of its teeth.
Yeah, I think Aer Lingus were looking for that to be called long, but certainly from our angle it looked like it landed well inside the line.
Another tool off the block there. Alex Mola just getting the better of Simeon Elenchev. 23-22. I'm very glad I'm not Dave Dalton today. Great job.
Yeah, he's got a difficult task on his hands. Two really good teams, passionate teams, both determined to win. As the game gets deeper and deeper, I'm sure there'll be some emotions rising. Two service faults on the trot gives LINGUS.
It's like one breeds another. They both have 4 service errors each in this game, but this is not the time to make them for either team. As we move around now, Felipe Paulino moving into the back row. Great pass by Jama. And what a great time. Great maturity shown there by Simeon Enclub. You know, he's been blocked a few times. He hasn't really put his mark on this game yet. And that opportunity to kind of have the calmness just there to tip the ball, they weren't ready for it. Really, really great play there by UCD. Not the time to make the error though.
3 of the last 4 points now have been
service errors. That's the closest of them all, if that's any consolation, but it doesn't really matter it doesn't matter if it's off the back wall or if it's 2 inches from the service line.
Yeah, another set point now for LINGUS.
Here's that left hand of Alessio Bortgege. Wonderful. That ball just set really wide, but if he can't do it with his right, he does it with his left. Great work by Alessio Porcacchio, who goes back to serve for UCD. Beautiful pass by... Absolutely beautiful pass there by the libero Giovanni Consalvo. But well read by UCD blockers, putting that down.
Dave Dalton then spotted a net touch from UCD.
Oh no! I missed that. Unlucky. They'll be happy with that time. That time out, Aer Lingus. A few questions about the score, but if indeed was a net touch to Aer Lingus, then it is 26-25. Both teams here just maybe regrouping, resettling. UCD need to forget about the scoreboard right now and just worry about winning the next point. So it's set point to Aer Lingus. A little bit of confusion on court here. I suppose after the last point, Aer Lingus thought they'd lost it. Maybe just checking for a little bit of a service check. Number 4, Radu Vescu. Up to serve for Aer Lingus.
And a third set point.
Great pass. Really nicely done there. Good pass. Lovely set to Jackson Barrett, who puts it away, finds his way through the block.
Yeah, his serve is very relaxed. There's nothing relaxed about that boom from Jackson Barrett there. The ball almost burst when they hit the floor. He has a chance now to edge UCD in front.
Bit of an overpass in the defence there, giving Aer Lingus a second shot at this. No touch on that block. Great call by Dave Dalton.
Now UCD have their first set point of this club final under that man Jackson Barrett. It's a serve.
Very low pass in there from Alex Nola to Lubar. He struggled to get a bit of height on that ball. You can see him protesting. He's like, guys, come on, I need a little bit more height than this. As a result, set that a little bit low and into the net. But at the same time, as setters, we make, if there's a passing area, you're trying to make the next ball better. If your ball isn't perfect for your hitters, you want your hitter to make it better. At that moment, maybe it wasn't the right thing to, hit the ball as hard as possible. There was other options. A continuation of play would have been better than in the net. So maybe just a little bit of cooling off needed now here. But 28-26 seems very typical for a UCD Aer Lingus game.
Yeah, I think it sums up the whole season, really. Nothing between the two teams. And both fighting hard to take that league leaders prize and qualify directly for the Sunday Grand Finals and the Grand Final. Top 3 teams in the Premier Division will qualify for the Kilkenny weekend on May the 6th and 7th. You finish top, you get straight into Sunday's final. Second versus third will play off on the Saturday. Regina, UCD women are going well now.
Yeah, it's a tough season. There's very little between the top 4 teams, which is really exciting. But yeah, it'll be with 2 very tough games coming up, so nothing is guaranteed for anybody yet. But I guess that's what makes it exciting, and the grand finals as well. It's all to play for all the way to the end. It's kind of nice. It's not just all sewn up at the end. But it has to be said, the leagues, both sides, there's no out and out dominant team. There's good competition across both leagues, which is great. And I suppose yesterday seeing Balbriggan taking it to Garda 15-13 in that final set, so lower divisions right up there to compete.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's strong competition in the men's Premier Division to get that third grand final slot. DVC Bravo, Trinity College are fighting at the moment. DVC Abu win today will be buoyed by that bit of confidence going in towards the end of the season. As I said, all to play for.
It's interesting, the points, UCD top of the league at the moment, but the same wins and losses are Lingus, but the difference is, losing a game 3-2, you get 1 point for, versus losing 3-1 or 3-0, and those 1 points can be really, really valuable. Similarly, winning a game 3-2 means you only get 2 points for that win, and certainly for us in the women's side, those games that we've lost them in tiebreaker sets, and it just goes to show that every point, every set counts, and those points all add up at the end. So,
and that was new this season, right? So how do you compare it versus previous year?
We've done it a few seasons. I think
reintroduced this year.
Reintroduced, but no, I much prefer it. I think it just puts good value on it, and it means losing well can be beneficial. I quite like it, obviously, because it's benefiting us.
I suppose when you look at the league table as well, there's always a chance. You might say, okay, I fancy X to beat Y. Okay, that's going to be no. It's not necessarily going to be 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. It does make games more competitive, makes teams fight for every point. A definitive start there by UCD. They've made a change here. They've brought on Miguel Magno. He's come in the wing position for Alessio, who passed that ball in, put away by Sam. We have a man back to serve. Again, finding that position, 1 on the serve. A little bit of chat there. UCD feeling that Enko came through the net. Great transition to play there Finally off the top of the hands by Evgeny Menchikov even, sorry.
How important do you think this final is in terms of setting teams up for the rest of the season, right?
I think, just a miscommunication there on that defense. I think really important, especially for these two teams. I mean, first of all, it's both teams, coming into their last 2 games of the season. Another opportunity to play a high-level team as each other is only going to do them the world of good. Both of them haven't won the championship, the cup in many, many years. So the clubs will be really excited to have that win under their belt. But these teams are more than likely going to meet in the grand final weekend, and everything that they can learn right now can only help coming into the league. Set just a little off the net there, Felipe, but you can't blame Luber for that. It was a great pick-up. Felipe Polino just not quite able to get it over the net. Rally's getting a little bit longer now, really defense coming into it. A little bit more off-power shots being used by the players. Eugeni finding the libero Giovanni Consalvo. Overhead defense there by a man. Free ball for LINGUS. Great use there by Alex Mola. Set was low and tight, and instead of scrapping that ball into the net like he would have did in the last set, he used the hands of the UCD outside blocker. Tooled him, if you will. Semyon Alenchov will not be happy to be used as such. Another great overhead pass. Off the block, but good defense there by UCD. A free ball opportunity here for LINGUS. Well-timed block by Sam, but unfortunately not able to find the court. Krzysztof Meshalak. Setter out of the play there for LINGUS, but not a problem as Alex Mola finds the line. UCD will need to get a block up against him. Again, just one man blocking there.
Yeah, Alex Mola, a Frenchman, one of 2 French players in LINGUS' team alongside Aurelien Jimenez.
Very decisive play there. Sam Edram just squeezing it past the block of Radulescu. Backcourt setters on both sides. Great serve. Setter out of the rotation, and a free ball opportunity here for UCD. That is a great passing set, and you might look at that and say, oh, that set's a little off the net, but actually gives Jackson Barrett space to get around the block, and he has such a big reach that it's no problem for him, and able to see the whole court while he's up there and find the gaps. Most importantly, getting around that block of Radulescu.
Look at that serve there from Sam.
Yeah.
Pushes it wide to tie the game at 5-5.
That's the first service error of this set. Serve well dealt with by Evgeny Meshalov. Semyon there, just again tooling the block. He'll be happy with that. An ace. He'll be happy with that. He missed his serve in the last set in the win zone by a margin, but a margin indeed. And he'll be happy to have just pinged the line on that ball. Well dealt with by Enka Engbold. Double touch there. Under pressure. Miss hit there. Hitting Jackson Barrett in the back of the head. He won't thank him for that. Thumbs up. I'm grand. Thanks, man. Alex Mola back to serve for Lingus. Another sell there by a man. Rakar. Overpass, an error there by Evgeny setting that ball so tight. But a man going up to set or to peering like he's going to tip it, just letting the ball sail past him. Gemma Marcatella in the right spot, but just not able to bring it back into court. Radjevescu back to serve. Absolutely thunderous hit there by Evgeny. Cross court, nothing Aer Lingus could do about that. UCD certainly looking a lot more comfortable in this set, but as we saw by the last set, a score of 10-7 is still a small gap.
Yeah, it can turn pretty quickly as we've seen last time around, for sure. As the relaxed Jackson Barrett comes back to serve.
Oh, it's a little bit more pacey.
Yeah, had a bit of bite.
Set just a little too low for Enku to do anything about there. But that set was not too low for Sam Edram. An absolutely beautiful set by a man. And Sam finding his way again past that block of Christoph Meshalak. Substitution there, bringing Marching Starek back on as Enk Bold leaves the court. Beautiful pass there by Giovanni. Christoph Meshalev just forcing that ball through the block. UCD unable to get a touch on it after their block touch went down in front of them. Lubor Herlanda back to serve. It was a good decision there, you know, going back court. Cassinian looking for the line, but unfortunately maybe just pushed it that little bit too wide.
Yeah, Lubor from Slovakia originally. His father's actually the European Volleyball Board member. So from a high-powered volleyball family.
Jana showed us how it's done there.
Yeah, great pick up from Jana.
And again! Have to say there, Jana Marcatella, ages with a number, using all 5 of his all-stars there and all of his experience in defence. But absolutely wondrous finish by Felipe Paulino. I feel like he's getting back in the game now again.
Yeah, quiet kind of end to the first set from him. It seems to be getting warm once more.
Great pick up there by Lubor. Setter is out of play. Free ball opportunity here for UCD. Oh, beautiful block by Felipe Paulino. You can see Evgeny watching that ball fall to the ground. He was hoping it was out, but just unable to defend his own blocked it. The harder you hit them, the quicker they hit the ground if they're blocked. So Aer Lingus are right back in this game. It's 10-7. 4 points ago, 5 points ago, 11-11 now. A good timeout here called by Jama. Let's give UCD a moment to reset.
So how does that work? Talk me through the logistics of being a play coach, calling a timeout when you're on court.
So you have, if your captain on court is the only person who can call the timeout. So at the moment, say number 6, Amanda Carr, he is the captain on court for UCD. So if Jama is on court, it's a man who has to call that timeout. If Jama is off the court, he is the coach then, and he can call the timeout. A beautiful serve there, absolutely beautiful by Laura Hollanda. Just floating, looks like it was going out, but just died at the last minute. Absolutely beautiful. Won't be fooled twice though, taking that ball overhead, Miguel. And that's one of the things about men's volleyball, I suppose. Float serves like that first one was beautiful. It looked like it could only go out, but just drops at the last minute. However, if you step up the court and take it overhand, you take the float out of that serve, and it becomes a whole lot less effective, as we saw there, like a perfect pass in by Miguel. And a man Racker back to serve. Martin Clark back in now the game. Again, forcing its way through that UCD block. It looks like they're just transitioning out a little late. Lubor keeping them guessing with his sets, having to follow the ball out rather than getting there early. A great push by a man. And a lovely cross-court shot there by Simeon Elenchev. Going for the long auction there, Aman Rakar. And a great push. 13-13. Very definitive block there by UCD. Simeon Elenchev and Sam Edram.
Sam looked like he enjoyed that.
Yeah. The difference there was they knew that ball was going out there. That was the only option Lubor looked like he was setting. He was setting the long option. They got out there early and were able to get a block up. And this is where the pass becomes really, really important. Same again. That pass is off the net. Lubor has less options. He's going to either set his wing. He might try to find his opposite when it's that far off the net. It might be a harder angle to set. So again, Aer Lingus need to improve their pass so that Lubor has more options on his offense. And it's not so predictable. Like Lubor, I think I saw him play for the first time 10 years ago, and I was a student. I was like, oh my god, no idea where the ball is going to go. It's just like when it's a perfect pass in, he could set anything. His hands look the same right until the very end, so it's really hard to predict where the ball is going to go. Which is why he's such a wonderful setter, and what makes their offense so, I suppose, effective. But if the pass isn't coming in, that doesn't matter, you know. And right now, that's the first thing Aer Lingus need to fix. Totally biased towards setters. They never make any mistakes.
So Evgeny Menchikov to serve.
Going to Felipe. A great read by Jama, but unable to keep it in court. Good decision there again by Felipe Polino. Just going for the off shot. The set wasn't right on the net. He knew he was up against a big block, but really, really effective decision making there. Christoph Meshalak back to serve. Very effective backcourt shot there, but well defended by Marcus Glorak. And Alex Mola forcing it through the UCD block there. It all started there with that defense from Marcin. High into the middle of the court, giving Lubor time to get out there. Yeah, the block was set, but Alex Mola not afraid of that UCD block powering through. Ooh, just
great call there from player coach.
Jama trying to create a little bit of atmosphere, trying to bring the energy there.
Well, he called it early as well. He called out early. He was fairly far
Decisive.
forward on the court as well. He knew what he was doing.
Someone could have called that one out for him now. Poor Alex Mola. That ball was definitely going out. Set just a bit tight there for Amanakar, trying to use one hand to pop it back up to Simeon, but it just didn't pull it off, unfortunately. Felipe Paulino back to serve. Finding Jama. Oh, beautiful up by Giovanni Consalva. Again, Lubor finding his top player, Felipe Paulino. And he's been the finisher for Aer Lingus all day today. Great to go to him when they're a little bit out of system.
Yeah, when Aer Lingus have done good stuff, it's typically been when Felipe has been involved.
Certainly in those out of system plays. And a great defense. Oh! It's still up! The ball is still live! Oh! Oh! So many things happened there! So if you missed it, first ball there hit by Jackson. Pushed through the block, saved off the foot of, I think, Radovescu. Came back over to UCD. Free ball passed in by Jama. Another set to Jackson. And Dave Dalton is calling it off the block of Radovescu. But it was so quick. I don't know. But Aer Lingus are contesting that, saying it's just off the top of the tape of the net and out. But it seems unlikely that it would have changed that direction. Well, not silent still, Gary! That's what we call a tick-tick boom.
You like that, did you?
I did, I liked that a lot. That was beautiful. Look, there's nothing you can do about that. That's just beautiful. Great serve. And he puts it in the net. Anyway, I've been told by the UCD supporters to hold myself together. But when it's that beautiful, what can you do? We have Alex Mola back to serve now. Front row setters on both sides. Lovely soft block there by Aer Lingus. Really unfortunate, there's a net touch there called by Dave Dalton. Aer Lingus looking mystified. It was a great defence though, like that's a really good touch on that block. It really takes the sting out of Jackson Barrett's hit and it makes it gives it a great opportunity for the backcourt players to defend. Aer Lingus need to keep the heads here. Lovely pass by Giovanni. Libero to Libros. And a tool there by Evgeny. He's been blocked a few times this set, but just using the hands there of Lubor. Yeah. UCD will be delighted with how things are going. The momentum seems to be quite in their direction. There's been a few net touch calls against Aer Lingus there. They're getting frustrated at the referee. There's no point. They're going to call what they're going to call. You need to focus and move on. Keep it clean. Refs aren't going to call what they don't see. So if they see it, they're going to call it. Miguel Mango back to serve. Miguel maybe not as, I suppose, present in an attacking point of view, but certainly has made a difference on defence and in their pass. Oh! Just saved out of the net there. The block just rolling down in front of Jackson Barrett. He able to get a fist underneath it. Another free ball opportunity here. And absolutely put away there by Jackson Barrett. Super work by UCD there, pumped. They're really starting to convert those free ball opportunities or even touches off the block now. They're getting those ball in nice and quick to Aman. When he's front court, he's not having to transition and he's all his options open to him. And Jackson Barrett is certainly the option. Just a little deep by Lubor, a great idea. Free ball opportunity here for Aer Lingus. One-handed touch there. Great set. Miguel just poking it in short. Continuation of play. No. Now, Yevgeny getting frustrated at himself there, and he'll get a warning for that. Kicking the volleyball.
Yeah,
Referee.
I think he was very instantaneous, reactionary.
Yeah, frustrated at himself, I get it, but he has got to keep it cool. Dave Dalton just chatting to a man, the captain for UCD there, and telling his players to cool down. Aurelian on to serve again for Radu Veslu. I thought Radu Veslu had a lovely serve in the last time round he was here, but hopefully now Aurelian will make this serve. Absolutely. Oh, so close there by Christoph Meshalev. Getting hands on that ball, but just not penetrating over the net and able to bring that ball back onto UCD's side. It's coming right down in front of him. He's frustrated, but they're nearly there with Jackson Barrett. If Aer Lingus can shut him down now, that would be key. The best job, though, would be to, I suppose, put UCD's pass under pressure, put their defence under pressure. Therefore, a man won't have as many options, won't be able to set the middle. At the moment, UCD are getting great passes in. Like I said, it's that fine balance between consistency and aggression. But no way through that wall.
No way through the wall. There's Megan there. The pump celebration as well from him.
23-19.
Bringing the energy to the court for sure in the middle there.
A bit too relaxed there by Jackson Barrett.
Yeah.
A lot less service errors in this set.
Turn into the net and just casually stroll off court for a sit down for a couple of moments.
I think he's worked hard enough at that front row. Well used, right?
To salvage it. It's going to be a free ball now for UCD.
Found the UCD setter. Oh, that was great. Do you know why that was great, right? So, Felipe, Gary is great. Look, right? Great decision by Felipe. He is like, okay, I'm going to free ball this. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it on top of a man, the UCD setter, that takes him out of the play. However, Miguel, number 12, has been a setter for UCD for years. Has played in nearly every position. Miguel pops that straight up. Miguel says, no problem. I'll pop that out there to the wing. Just really good calm. Puts it away. Yeah.
And UCD have set points here as Felipe goes down the line, takes the point.
Yeah, touch off that block there. Again, really, really good decision making there. UCD have been very effective with the block. He's going for the high hands there, looking for touches off the block. It's a really good strategy. Oh, a double touch there, I think. Off the block, off Sam's head, and then off his own hand. So he knows it. He knows it. Well spotted by Dave Dalton. Really good block there by Christoph Meshalev.
Yeah, Lingus holding on. Yeah, 2 set point save.
Well, Simeon will be absolutely delighted with that. I feel like he hasn't got a real swing on the ball without a block in the way. So, a great way to finish that set. Aer Lingus were really going after Jama in that set, and I don't think it was effective. And again, maybe I'm biased because I love Jama, but he's been overhead passing nearly all of this set. The passes he's been putting in are threes. I think they need to go away from him. And maybe they go somewhere else. Now, maybe it's the case that Jama is, being quite dominant in the pass, and he's taking up space and he's inserting himself into the play and making sure that he's getting as many touches as he can. But, Aer Lingus are great service. They should be able to find the spaces on court and put them under more pressure. But certainly, I would be staying away from him on the service leads. What would you say, Gary?
Well, I would not argue with you, Regina. That's the first thing I would say. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it's a great plan. So, UCD lead 2-0. A little bit of trivia before we start the third set. First Association Cup final was held in 1969-70 season.
Right. Who won?
Were the first ever winners of a men's association cup.
Who were the first ever women's winners?
I'm going to give you a clue.
Okay.
Based in Dublin.
Oh,
That's your clue. That's your first clue.
Okay.
You've got a couple of minutes. If you don't get it, I might give you another clue. If anyone's watching on the YouTube channel, type in your answers. There might be a special prize for the first person that can tell us who won.
I mean,
the men's
is
association
it a
Cup
club
final.
that currently still exists?
I said you'll get your second clue
Santry.
in a couple of minutes. Not yet, you know.
Okay.
You can have one guess per clue. Okay, one guess per clue.
Okay.
If you get it within 3 clues,
Yeah.
special prize for you.
Okay. Santry. Am I close? Artane.
Well, that's 2 guesses.
But Santry isn't Artane.
Santry's incorrect.
Okay, what's my second clue?
You're really getting into this.
I'm really going to be a surprise at the end of this.
Are you like a pub quiz geek? Are you like?
Well, yes, actually, there will be a quiz coming up in the next few weeks. Fundraising for the women's national squad team. That's a great segue there, Gary.
Well, I didn't even know about it. So that's a fantastic piece of work. I shouldn't have confessed. I'm doing brilliant broadcasting.
Yeah. Watch all the socials there. We'll be trying to push that out. And I have to say, we ran a great quiz the last time.
We did, yeah. It was great fun.
Go on. What's my second clue?
The team is currently not an active volleyball club.
That's really hard, Gary.
Yeah,
1969.
it's not meant to be straightforward. There's prizes at stake here.
Okay. I don't know all the old clubs.
Well, you got to do more research.
Yeah. My research was pretty. I was looking up all these names and all these people, all these numbers. Okay, what does it begin with? Last
So
clue.
if anyone wants to enter, I think the comments box is disabled on YouTube there. If anyone wants to enter this big competition, send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. The first correct answer will win a special Volleyball Island goodie bag featuring sustainably sourced recycled plastic water bottle and Volleyball Island t-shirts. Be coming to you. First correct answer into the Instagram inbox or Facebook inbox. Who were the first ever winners of the Men's Association Cup back in 1970? Dublin Club, no longer in existence. There are your 2 clues so far. I might give you another clue at the first time out in this third set.
UCD have made a substitution here. Alexei Loginov. Looks like he is on in the back row for Jackson Barrett, and I'm guessing that is a or is it for Yevgeny? Sorry. No, he's in the back row for Jackson Barrett. I'm guessing that's a defensive tactical decision there by Jana. Alessio is back on in the front row. Yevgeny is off. Miguel remains on. Erlingus looking unchanged from the end of the last set. Of Enk, number 21, Enk Embold, there in the wing. And very effective from the off. A great back set from Lubor there, pushing on the long option. Enk Embold absolutely ready and waiting for it, and forcing its way through that UCD block. Great setting decision there. Oof, what a serve! An overpass on Miguel, but a tip back well dealt with. Free ball play here. Free ball opportunity for Erlingus. Unlucky. The pass was quite tight in there, and Lubor just rushing the net. I would say UCD got away with that one. Good talk there. Unlucky. Just a miss hit there by Felipe Paulino. Uncharacteristic. He's been playing so well this game. I'm no doubt that he will sort that out in no time. Aman Rakar looking for that position 1 every time he serves. Just pushing it a little bit wide now. Christoph Meshalak back to serve. Just a rogue ball running onto court. That's okay.
Ball boy. Kindly provided by Kilkenny Spartans youth section this weekend. Done a fantastic job. And our line judges as well. It's great to have them. Special thanks to Kilkenny Spartans for training them up over the last week or so and making them available to be involved. I know they've had a great time watching this high level volleyball.
Absolutely.
You probably can't see on the screen, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball boys and girls working. Great team combination as Virginia's dying to get into the commentary here.
Yes, Gary! It was a great defence by Miguel, but a double touch. Great call by Dave Dalton. Christoph Meshalak having good success on this serve here. Definitely putting UCD under pressure, and like I said in the last set, if LINGUS want to be effective, they need to take that pass and that pass away from UCD. They were so dominant in the last set because their pass was coming right in. Just tooled off the block there, very unlucky. First missed serve of the game, of the set even. And Felipe Paulino goes back to serve. Very tight serve. Great defense there by Alexi. But it's Felipe again. Again, he's the go-to player when LINGUS are a little bit out of system. He's so reliable and so effective. Finding that line. Really good patience there by LINGUS. And again, Felipe Paulino being that player for just off the top of the block there. Free ball opportunity here for UCD. And well read there by Radu Vescu. Great decision there, holding his line with the middle blocker. It was a great pass in and he hedged his bets. He knew that those good passes, the middles have been very effective for UCD, so he stuck with them and well put away. Little change up in the position of that set there. Great work by Aman and Sam, meaning that it was a little bit harder for Radu to connect with that block. So really good change there by UCD.
To have a substitution for the UCD, Jackson Barrett coming back on to replace number 15 for UCD,
Alexei Lajanov. Again, Lubor going to Felipe. Well dealt with by Aman. High in the middle of the court, giving UCD options there. Little off shot by Miguel, but continuation of play. And it's a tip in there by Enk. Great cover by both teams here on this side. Free ball opportunity here. Great work by both sides, but great patience there. Free ball converted very nicely there. Again, set just pushed a little bit away from the setter, keeping that speed, so much more difficult to block. Both teams adjusting their attack to try and beat these incredible blockers. Frustration there. It was well read by Radu and Lubor, but again, ball just sliding down in front of them, not penetrating over the top of the net.
LINGUS taking a 4-point lead, trying to get a little bit of breathing space in this game. We have a couple of guesses in on the quiz, which we'll come to at the first time out. A couple of incorrect guesses so far, as
Oh, but a touch. There was definitely a touch.
Yeah, it looked like there was.
Yeah.
I tried to help him pretty
Yeah.
well, but then you could tell by the right smile towards the first referee, Dave Dalton.
Absolutely beautiful shot cross court. Ken Bowles has come on this set and he's been quite effective. Short serve there by Radu. Oh. Seems to be a net touch by setter Aman Rakhar in his transition to go get that ball. Must have just brushed off the net.
He didn't argue about it, so I say it's a great spot for Maria Jimenez there.
Timeout call by UCD. Just a little reset. Her Lingus are starting to pull away in this set.
So we have a guess in from Des Ryan on the Facebook page. He's guessing Rahini Olympic.
Who what?
Guessing from Des Ryan on the Facebook page. He's guessing Rahini Olympic.
Well, my
first association cup team to win.
My mum and dad have texted me.
Whoa, don't.
What?
Hold
they
that,
don't have
hold
social
that.
media, Gary. They can't be Instagramming me.
So Rahini Olympic is incorrect. Regina, are you going to have another guess?
Can I use my parents' guess?
Well, this is it. I've been debating this because you just showed me the message. No, I don't think you can.
Okay. Well, I know I don't have another guess, Gary. But I can tell you, Elsie Halpin will not be happy that she's been denied just because she doesn't have social media.
Yeah, okay, then fair enough. I'll let you off. Although I must say,
she'd love a reusable mug.
She hasn't entered for herself, though, has she? She's tried to help you. This is
no, I will give it to. I will give it to my mother. I promise.
Okay.
I'll let you know at the next time out. Okay, 11-5 to Erlingus. A good timeout call there by UCD, forcing an error from Erlingus. UCD need to reset here. Oh, another rogue ball here.
Rogue ball. We need to.
Oh,
great catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent fundamental movement skills there, shown from our ball girl.
Just wants an opportunity on court.
Yeah,
like it. Well dealt with by. Well used there by Erlingus. They're really finding the rhythm now. Using the block there. Lubor back to serve. Off the antenna. It's a good push set, but it's a little wide. And Yevgeny unable to bring it back into court before it hits the antenna. Much better pass there from UCD. And you can see the difference. That's been the difference in this set. I think Erlingus have put the UCD pass under a lot more pressure, making it, I suppose, more difficult for them to run their offense, which has been so effective in the previous sets. But you can see there again, once the good pass comes in, all options are on. Great pass by Giovanni there. A bit of a flipper there by Enk. It was quite effective though. Oh, I think that was okay.
Do you? Yeah.
I do. I shouldn't say that, but as a setter I'd be quite harsh, so anyway. 14-7, Enk back to serve. Very great serve, but can UCD bring this back over? And the hole isn't big enough. Absolute whopper serve there by Enk and Bowles. Can he do it again? Took a little bit of the pace off it there, but enough to put the passer under pressure. And Gamble definitely making his mark on this set. But a definitive block there by Sam Edram. Aman Rakar back to serve for UCD. Beautiful pass by Enk. And it's Felipe Paulino again, tooling that block. Between the pair of them now, Aer Lingus are looking very comfortable.
Which is always going to be the case, right? Because UCD won the first 2 sets, so Aer Lingus are going to win the next 2, and then we get our 5th, right?
I was getting quite comfortable there.
I think we could just fast forward the next half.
No, we'd miss out so many beautiful things. An ambitious decision there by a man. Just didn't pull it off. Setting that, I mean, he was going for the long option. Everybody believed he was going to set forward. I'd say even his own players there at that point, and the set just a little too tight for Evgeny to do anything with. Christoph Michalak going back to serve. He had a run earlier in the set. Good save there by Evgeny. Free ball opportunity here for Aer Lingus. 3 options available. And absolutely put away by Radivescu. Absolutely put away. Great play there by Aer Lingus. UCD had to go man-on-man blocking. They don't know who's going to go. It's like I said, when that pass is perfect, Lubor's hands are so well disguised. Not sure where it's going to go. And an ace! An ace! Christoph Michalak has been one of the most effective servers in this game. Great spot. Yeah. Another timeout to UCD. Our last timeout was at 12-5. So, not a huge momentum shift there that Aer Lingus needed, or that UCD needed. Aer Lingus again looking very comfortable. They have taken a bit of the sting out of Aer Lingus's, or out of UCD's offense. And if they can keep that pressure on, I can't see UCD coming back to take the set, but they will need to dig deep now and try to build momentum to take the next one. Or the one after that.
So the answers to the question.
Oh yeah.
The first ever winners of the Men's Association Cup back in 1969-70 season were Clancy Barracks.
Oh, Elsie Halpin is right!
Elsie Halpin is right. There's a gift bag. Elsie on its way to you.
Off shot there, taking out the Aer Lingus setter. And a free ball. A little bit of confusion on both sides. UCD needed to do better with that. That was a great decision there by Simeon. Recognising that Lubor's in the back row. Didn't get the ball down, but it did take Lubor out of the play, meaning he's on defence, he's not setting. And you saw they got a free ball. Now, UCD could have been a bit tighter on that. Maybe I've been a bit harsh. But they got the point in the end. But really good recognition there. And that's the kind of, clever thinking you're going to need.
Marcin Shalarek fan club in action now as he comes back onto court.
Oh, beautiful pass by Enkenbold. Felipe again forcing it up. 1 and up. Oh, Evgeny either killed it. Oh! All right. Oh!
And to do that.
I know! Now, Evgeny was a bit too casual popping that ball back over. But great touches there on defence. A little bit of sweatiness on court. All of the players getting a little bit sweaty, and when they're falling, just leaving a mark on the court. That's all the squeaking you're hearing. Oh, well. Oh. All right. Dave Dalton just getting a little bit confused with his hand signals there, but it's all good. It was touch off the block by Aer Lingus. No contesting from Aer Lingus there, very clearly off the top of the block. Tough gig as a referee. So many calls to make, so many things to see. Bound to point in the wrong direction every now and again. A very definitive block there by Simeon and Jackson Barrett. Set maybe just a little low for Marcin. UCD building a little bit of momentum here. Sorry, Gary, you walked away and I didn't do the score. It is correct now. My apologies.
Yeah, 2011 to Lingus.
Not the time.
Probably is the time though, isn't it, really?
Well, it is and it isn't. It's right, okay, so it's 21-11, right? Okay. Aer Lingus have to score like 4 points to win. UCD have to score, what, 14 points to win.
Great match.
I know, yeah. My point being, continuations of plays are what you need here. You need to build a little bit of momentum. It's going to be, if you're just giving them a point, you're just losing an opportunity to try build momentum. You know what I mean? Again, it's that whole balance of, getting that consistency versus that aggression.
That's a miss.
That's aggressive.
Kind of a free hit, right? At this stage, you can rebuild, try something different, maybe.
As in your serve.
Well,
oh no, this in
In
UCD.
the set.
Yeah, and momentum plays a lot. You may lose the set, but if you're building momentum, if you're bringing the energy up, if you're winning more points versus your opponent in the last stage of the game, it does change your mentality. And I think volleyball is such a mental game, and the shifts in momentum all come from attitude of players and how they're feeling on court. If you're leaving the court feeling like you're the hot hitter, coming into the next set, that's what you want. Oh! Great job there by Jackson Barrett dealing with that overpass. Yellow card there for Christoph Mashalak. I'm not quite sure why.
He kicked the ball.
Oh. Right.
Did he kick it as high as Evgeny did?
No, but it might be a case that once one warning goes out, it's kind of like, well, that's it. A bit like, in the Olympics, midletics. Off the antenna there.
UCD making a fight of this set. Odds within 7.
Exactly, and this is what I mean. Just start grinding away the points. You never know what could happen. Pass a little bit wide there, but Felipe all over that. What a great ball, but free ball opportunity for Aer Lingus, and they make the most of it. Christoph putting that away. (23-15) here. Lubor back to serve. Good pass there by Jama. And a great touch by Lubor as it comes through the block. Felipe! Forcing it through the block. A bit of a sympathy dive there from Simeon. I think he could have got that if he thought he could.
I think he actually, if he looked at the ball, I think he could have played it.
I know, I mean,
It took him by the time it landed.
Yeah. He's quite long, come on. Oh, just a premature serve there. Need to wait for the referee's whistle.
So a set point for Aer Lingus.
Nice pass there by... I'm not sure what happened there. Net touch? Took a bit of the winds out of our sails there, Gary, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's 25-15 to Aer Lingus, taking the third set. 2 sets to 1 up. Still UCD. As we go into the 4th set of this Men's Association Cup final.
Do I know something fun? The last time these pair played, UCD won the first 2 sets, and they lost the third set 25-15. And UCD won the 4th set. But, so
And what was the score in the 4th set?
it was 28-26.
Yes, that's you.
Sorry, 29-27. So it was very tight. But I wouldn't write UCD out of this at all. Any more trivia questions for me, Gary?
Alright, so we had the first Men's Association Cup winners, Fancy Barracks, Island Bridge in Dublin. Who were the first Women's Association Cup winners? Back in 1977.
Sorry, say that again.
Ask a question and you don't listen! Scrolling through your phone there. Is that really important WhatsApp, was it?
Yeah. Well, it was just Stacey Devon saying that I was doing a great job. Shout out to Stacey, all the way from Networks in Cork. Isn't Maria doing a great job reffing there, second reffing? She was reffing earlier today, all the way up from Cork.
Yeah, really dedicated. We were saying earlier in the men's game on the commentary. Really dedicated referee, travels the country referee.
Yeah.
Will referee for anyone and everyone. Really dedicated for learning, upskilling, kind of a sponge of information.
Yeah. I refereed with her down in Cork, and it was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. Felt like she's a real, really good communicator with her eyes. When you're reffing, it's really helpful to have, your first ref looking down at your second ref. You want them to be helping you make these decisions, and it's all about the facial expressions. And it was really lovely refereeing with her. So I look forward to doing it again. But go on, ask your question again.
So, talking of Cork, there's your first clue. I hope this is your first clue. My geography is terrible. First winners of the Women's Association back in 1977. Who were there, Regina?
Rebels.
Incorrect.
Okay. Riverstick. I'm just naming the places in Cork.
Incorrect. Turner's Cross. Incorrect. Any other places?
I don't know.
It's a big county. It's a big county. Some big towns.
Charleville. Milltown.
Incorrect.
Kinsale.
Incorrect. God, this place not even in Cork. I'm going to have to Google this now. I'm going to Google Maps. Where is...
Alright, the teams are back on court here. LINGUS coming back on court the way they left it. Enkenbold remains in place, having had a very good set, was very effective, accompanying Felipe Polino there wonderfully in the offence. UCD also staying as they left, with Yevgeny and Miguel on the wing, Sam and Jackson in the middle, and Simeon and Aman opposite and center. A great off shot there by Yevgeny. Christoph Meshalek doing his best to try and get a touch on that. Really unlucky not to.
I am correct.
It is in Cork.
It is in Cork.
We'll come back to it at the next time out. And the court is clean. There'll be a few more of that now, I'd say. A bit more of that for the rest of the game.
We did have a really enthusiastic and high quality court mopper.
I saw that,
final.
yeah.
I'm not
was
sure
mopping the entire court.
Where the young lad has gone. We need to get him back, I think.
Rotation error! I believe that Maria is calling Lubor for moving probably too early. So at the time of service, the players must be in the correct rotation. Once the ball has been contacted, they can move into their position of choice. If they move too early, it is a rotation error, or if they're in the wrong position before that serve contact happens, it is a service error. But a service or a rotation error. Service error there by UCD. Enkenbold back to serve for LINGUS. If you remember rightly, he absolutely plastered the ball in the last set, but he pops it in the net.
Yeah, overhyped it a little bit there, I think.
I know, I was really looking forward to one. It was absolutely beautiful in the last set. Yevgeny Menchanov. 1 for 1. 2-1 even.
Sloppy start to the fourth set.
Yeah. Now this gentleman has had a good run of serves. Christoph Meshalak. But well handled by Jama. Over the top of the block there. Oh, yes, thank you, Dave. Oh, a lot of things happening in that set there now. UCD contesting a net touch in the middle of that rally. No net touch, that's fine. I do think the ball passed under the plane of the net on defence on their LINGUS' side, but it's been called for a lift either way. But as you can see, really, really scrappy defence, no ball dying here. Great step by Lubor, pushing Felipe Polino wide there. And Miguel was up there on his own. Nothing he could do about that. Fabulous cross-court shot by Felipe. Great pass. Great pass by Evgeny. And a man finding Jackson Barrett there again, choosing that slightly wider, fast-paced set to avoid the block. Still getting touches on it. Radujevescu still getting touches on it, but just sailing a little bit too wide for the defence. Right, I've had enough of that.
Put another little notch there on your
that's 4. 4 missed serves. Yeah.
How many in total for UCD so far?
I kind of lost count in the last set, but there wasn't as many in the last set. But 4 in this point, and come on, it's definitely 3. But like Erlingus have 4 points, which means that at least 3 of their serves, of their points, came from UCD service serves, which is just at this level not good enough. You can't do that if you keep serving in the net. You know what I mean? Oh, and he went wide. He went right. He didn't win, and he went left, and he went too far left. And it's 5-all. Uncharacteristic error there. Oh, unlucky. Giovanni Consalvo just getting touches on everything. He was really influential there in that last ball, just being calm in defence. Unlucky that the pace, he couldn't take the pace off that ball there. Miguel Magno back to serve. Libro will be unhappy that he took that ball away from him, and that is all down to the pass. Alex Malo coming in, taking that ball off the Libro, didn't give a perfect pass. Libro then having to set, free ball over, and UCD punishing Erlingus for that. But if the Libro was there to take the pass, let him take it. He's their defensive specialist. Well made up for by Alex there. Oh, goodness me. A great read by the UCD blockers to read that tip. It looks like Dave Dalton blew the whistle a little too prematurely there, and it was a wonderful foot defence by Erlingus to bring that ball back over the net, so it's going to be a replay point. Oh, that's so unfortunate, but it's super defence for Erlingus. They just need to put the decision aside and just do a little bit more of that. Great serve there by Miguel, finding the front court middle player, Radujevescu, who isn't in the pass, but by putting it right in front of him, he had no choice but to. Wonderful, another overpass there, and again great calm there by Evgeny Menchikov. Instead of going up and absolutely welling that ball, he sees the spot in court and just caresses it away, and a timeout called by Erlingus. Okay, more places in Cork. Cork.
Not Cork, no.
Middleton.
Middleton Reds, correct.
Middleton who?
Reds.
Middleton
Reds. This one is the Women's Association Cup.
Okay.
Back in 1977, there's some other historic names that have won the Association Cup, either men or women. Clancy Barracks, as LC informed us earlier. Ballyfermot, Artane, Bohemians, Belfast, Tower, Cooler Rockets, Raheny Olympians, DCU, Eagles, Vikings, Greystones, East Coast Cruisers, Northside, Santa UCD, Erlingus, DVC, Dundun, Tower Rockets, Ballymun Purchase, NUIG Alliance, Middleton, Galway Guardians, Dunleary.
That was us.
Trinity.
I won with NUIG all those years ago. Beat Clodagh in the final. Great pass by Enk. Right back to him again. Off the top of the block there. Lovely soft block by UCD. Back set to Simeon. Just a nice off-shot ball. Great chase by Lubor. Free ball opportunity here for UCD. Great hand pass in. Oh! Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Super chase down by Erlingus. Lubor bringing that ball back into court, but that free ball opportunity was only going one way. And again, great free ball in by Miguel. Overhead passing it. We've seen it work really well for both sides. just speeding up the play. Turn around, Jenny. Don't need a yellow card. Unlucky, but beautiful finesse there.
I get the impression you're a fan of Jackson Barrett when he's in full floor, Regina.
Look, who isn't? Great pass by Jana again. Lots of overhead passing here. What an up there. Great defense by Alex Mola. So unlucky. Well read. Just on the way down, Christoph Meshalak. On the way down. And Evgeny tipping it into his hands. Unable to save it with the foot this time. But it has to be said, super defense by Alex Mola there. Oof, call that ball a bit more decisively. Definitely outball there. Engenbold. Again, a lovely off-pace shot, but finding the spaces on court over the top of that block. This is a really good rotation now for Aer Lingus. You have a backcourt setter with Lubor, and he's got two really hot options in Felipe and Enk.
Great angle found there from Evgeny Menchikov. Gives UCD a 5-point lead, 12-7. I'm looking to keep that breathing space as we get deep into this fourth set.
You're not looking for it though, you want a 5 set.
Oh, I want 5 set, I just want to play all night.
A man Ricard back to serve. There needs to be some kind of forfeit. But again, I suppose, it's one. But you do not need to give Aer Lingus any breathing space here. They will capitalise on. And what a brilliant serve there, but well dealt with by Evgeny. And a great defence. Setter out of the... what a transition of play by Aer Lingus. That is a great play, a momentum shifting play, I would say. Started off by a wonderful defence there by Enkenbold. Setter was out of rotation, but well dealt with by Christoph Meshalak, and that off-pace ball by Alex Mola. Just UCD standing up looking and watching it. But a great play. Well dealt with there. Again, Enkenbold is all over it, and we have almost an identical play here. Great decision to tip. Setter is out of play, and it's a double touch by Sam. He knows it. A miscommunication there. The defense of Enkenbold has been really, really important here. He is keeping his team in this game, and they are transitioning beautifully into their attack. A little chat here with the UCD players.
Yeah, I'm distracted there. I'm not updating the score. Apologies for that. Oh, I am. Sorry, my eyes are going. It's been a long day. I'm sure I said 13-11.
No, you're all good. 12-10. Red card to Evgeny Meshalov.
What does the red card mean, Regina? It's not like in soccer or rugby where you're kicked off.
No, it doesn't. But it is a point to the other team. And I would say he got a warning earlier. And I would say it's misconduct. Probably chatting. And that is a point to Aer Lingus, another point. So even though Aer Lingus won the last point, they get another point for that red card. Evgeny will want to cool it. I think that was in. I think Jama was right to take it, but another fabulous serve by Enkenbold. He is dragging Aer Lingus back in to this game. Unlucky.
A couple of shout outs. We have Ivo Teixeira watching live here. Shout out to Ivo.
Hiya, Ivo.
Nice message complimenting Regina's commentary.
It's just, look, isn't it great to commentate on a match like this? There's so many great things to say. It's such fabulous play. Very definitive block there again. Combination of Simeon and Sam.
Also a big shout out to Volleyball Ireland President Claudia Nakana, who said yesterday at the Women's Association Cup final there won't be any cards in these cup finals. The players will be far too well behaved.
No, wasn't there 2 yellows yesterday? Do you know what?
Suggested that might come back to haunt her, and it has.
Players are going to get excited. The tensions are going to rise. It's all part of the flavour and the colour of the game. Oh, again, Felipe Paulino pulling it out at exactly the right moment. A great decision by Lubor to go to that player. You see, just not quite getting the double block up on him, especially when the set is out wide. Great take by Jama. A lovely push back set there.
Great block from Radu Vescu.
Continuation.
Oh!
That set was a little low, but still in all, Simeon needs to do something with that. He's up against some big blockers there. The harder you hit it, the faster it hits the ground. Super block by Aer Lingus. You can see Radu really likes that. Himself and Alex Mola up there for that. Good take by Evgeny. A great touch by Enkembold, followed up by Lubor. The ball is fired back. It's a great free ball pass. Oh! What a block! What a block! What a play! Oh, super defense by Enkembold. And for Lubor. Lubor is all the way back on the attack line to chase that ball down, get it touching it so his players can bring it back in. But the finish there by Radu Vescu to shut down Sam. Whew. You love to see it. And what a momentum shift that is. It is 15-14.
Yeah, 15-14 now to Aer Lingus. Get in front for the first time in the set.
Oh, great decision there by a man. Under a little bit of pressure, pops that ball nice and high. Simeon.
To serve now. He looks like he has carrying a bit of a shoulder injury.
He'll be fine.
Holding the shoulder as he's walking back to serve there.
Not a bother on him. Again, Felipe Paulino putting it down the line. What a shot. And again, it's such court awareness there, Recognizing that Sam is not a defensive player, knows that Jama, the libero, is off the court, going for that line shot. Great work by Felipe Paulino.
There's a chance to serve now, as he goes into UCD libero.
Oh, great job. Simeon really finding his range here.
That ties the game again. 16 points apiece.
These teams really going at it. Front court setters on both sides. Another service error. I should have made a deal with them beforehand. For every service error.
What's that, 6 in the set?
Yeah.
And the point for the red card as well, so they've gifted them 7 points.
Yeah. Little off shot, well done. Great cover there. A push back to Felipe. Out, well watched. Super cover off the block there. You can see Aer Lingus have really good trust in their defenders. Like, they are swinging, and sometimes they're swinging and they're getting through the block, but even when they're not getting through the block, there's somebody there underneath it. So, they're really, really covering their players, which allows them to swing and be aggressive. Oh, unlucky! What an up by Miguel, but a net touch on the block there. 18-17 as Radu Vescu goes back to serve. Christoph Meshelek will be watching Jackson Barrett like a hawk. Go! And he got the block. When you look at UCD's lineup right now, on a perfect pass. Christoph Meschlek knows it's going to Jackson Barrett. He's been denied a block on him a few times now, but he absolutely made it known that he is there and ready. Woo! 19-17, a good timeout call by UCD here. I think a little bit of diversity now in the UCD offense is what's needed. But they'll find it hard to get past that block of Aer Lingus, which is certainly feeling themselves. Again, 2 front court setters here, 2 attackers. One would say that Ankenbold is the favourite for Aer Lingus out in the wing, and Jackson Barrett is the favourite in the middle. Is he going to run an off ball? Oh, great decision to run the opposite. Oh! Mark Del Hunty's watching, he'd love that.
Why would you love that?
Because everybody's looking at Jackson Barrett, right? And he sets the back row opposite. Simeon is definitely finding his range. Great decision by a man. Opens up the court. Everything's no longer just in front. No block. Great work. Oh, that's a great push set. Absolutely beautiful set by Lubor. Off the spike line, a beautiful push. Great pace on it, and Ankenbold finding that cross-court shot. Absolutely glorious. Great push as well. Again, great recognition there. It is tip central here. A great back set. Superb play by both sides. First a tip by Evgeny, picked up wonderfully by Lubor. Then a tip by Enk, picked up by Miguel. Finally the block to finish it off. The teams are using every shot in their arsenal. You are seeing them having to really find the holes on court. Very tight serve, or tight set, and just push it too wide, unable to do anything with that Ankenbold.
Yeah, and surprisingly that ties up again, 20 points apiece. Again, both teams neck and neck. It's a fantastic final we have here. The crowd now really getting into it and playing their part as well. How important is support at this stage of the game for you as a player?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't hear it. When you're in it and you're in the moment. Great connection there. The back set by Lubor to Christoph. Oh, he's feeling himself. He's showing off the muscles there. Great spot on court. Backcourt setters on both sides. 3 options. You'd say Felipe Paulino is the favourite on this side. But a great serve by Ankenbold, but absolutely well dealt with by Miguel. A great block. UCD looking at each other. Ball's not going to pick itself off the ground, Garen. I have to say it was a great pass by Miguel off an absolutely stunning serve by Enk. Unlucky. He's been so effective for them. Watch him be an option in the back row, I'm sure of it. Oh! 1-on-1 again. Felipe Paulino just tooling the block of Miguel Magno. It is 23-21. Christoph Meschlek back to serve. Tight ball. Well used by a man. I can't believe he didn't touch the net. Oh! Miguel gets one! And it's a free ball! Miguel will be delighted with that after being tooled on the last ball to bring it back. Reading that again, Felipe is the hot player for Aer Lingus. 22-23.
Fantastic reactions as well. Radu Vescu.
Unlucky not to get it back over. Never say never.
Big points in the game.
Nobody wanted to call that ball out. free ball opportunity here for UCD.
UCD to tie it up.
Oh, yes! Sorry, I don't mean to be so biased. That was a great decision. You can see that Radu had stuck with Jackson Barrett. He'd actually taken a step even to the right. Jackson Barrett was running that ball that was slightly more away from his setter. But again, leaving Simeon that court, and a beautiful deep cross-court ball with Lubor in the back row. Even if he got a touch on it, would have taken him out of the play. Poor pass there by Alex Mola. It's a free ball opportunity here. Again, a great decision by a man. Jackson Barrett is doing all of the work. Sorry, I keep slapping the bar. Jackson Barrett is doing all of the work, pulling the block there, leaving the net open for Simeon to crack that ball cross court. And you can see that block being left open means that Lubor is stepping into court. He has to come in and try and cover a position that the block usually takes, and not in the right position on that opportunity, and the ball just cracking off. But
and that gives us our first match points of the game. UCD coming back into this fourth set and now have a chance at 24-23 up to take victory and win the 22-23 Men's Association Cup. Fantastic game, Regina, so far. Very exciting.
It's not over yet.
It's not. I kind of have a sneaky suspicion there's a few more twists to come in this game.
Well, looking at the body language of our Lingus, they are not down out. Lubor is smiling there. They are looking comfortable. They definitely feel like they have it in them here to win this point. Great patience there by Lubor. Oh!
And it goes long, and that's it. UCD will take the Men's Association Cup for 2023. A fantastic match, a great performance from both teams, a thrilling game. But it's UCD that get across the line and take the bragging rights. Not only have they won the cup, but also perhaps laying down the marker for the rest of the National League season. Regina, reaction?
Oh, a great game. And I obviously am a UCD supporter, but I would have loved to have seen another set, in fairness. But again, 25-23, nothing in it. But no, fabulous play, some amazing defence, particularly coming out in the latter stages of the game. I think Enk Enbold coming on made such a difference for Aer Lingus. I think him and Felipe were probably very impactful for them. But I think as well, some things that changed up then that UCD made changes to, Miguel, number 12, maybe not the most effective hitter, but had a wonderful passing game and a wonderful defence game, which meant there was so many more continuations of play and so many more free ball opportunities. Establishing Jackson Barrett and Sam in the middle so definitively, then, forcing the Aer Lingus middle blockers to make those decisions. And then, as you saw at the end of the game, just freeing up that net completely for Simeon to have free reign cross court. Because why would you not block Jackson Barrett? So, some great play there by both teams. But I have no doubt that, I hope that we will see these teams play again in the grand final. As a standing stand, we'll see, but
yeah, fantastic match, and if they do meet again in the grand finals weekend, then you need to get yourself down to the watershed in Kilkenny, because that was a fantastic display of volleyball. And delighted as well for UCD's Gillam, whose recent injury.
Yeah, he'll be absolutely delighted. Just recently hurt himself on crutches there, hobbling on, but he will be delighted, no doubt. Guillaume has a wealth of experience behind him, and I've no doubt he was feeding information, taking stats, just as involved off the court as if he was on the court. But delighted for UCD.
Yeah, and heartbreaking for Aer Lingus. Fantastic performance. Fantastic performance from them. Really played their part in what was a brilliant cup final. What's been a brilliant cup finals weekend. Really, some fantastic games going the distance. So we're going to get the presentation ceremony underway in a moment. If you want to follow the Volleyball Ireland social media channels, Instagram and Facebook, you get the presentation stuff live. We'll also be announcing the men's MVP. Any predictions, Regina?
I feel Felipe Paulino was a really key player for Aer Lingus. I'd love to see his kill percentages. I think he made very little errors. He was the go-to player, especially when they're out of system. For me, that's who it is, but we shall see.
We shall see. Well, that's up to the independent panel to decide. What about UCD? Any players stand out? They did win, so often, the MVP goes to the winning team.
Well, first of all, can I just say, Jama hasn't played that much as a Libra this season, but to come in and to be that glue there on court was incredible. Again, I'm a little bit biased, but I think Aman's decision making was very key there towards the end. I think that decision making as a setter kept all of his players in the game and kept the options open. But I'm very biased towards setters.
So yeah, if you want to follow the presentation ceremony, pop over to the social media for the story updates. And we'll see you back here on May the 6th for the first day of the Volleyball Island Grand Finals. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to all the players, referees, volunteers from Kilkenny, Spartans and supporters here in the watershed that have made this weekend an absolute fantastic spectacle and showcase for volleyball. We'll see you soon.